Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you a few different ways how to paint stars, and one of these ways I still use today. And some of these ways are not ideal for me anymore, but I will show you new ways. I usually start with a black canvas. You can either paint it with black gesso or you can just paint it with black acrylic. That's what I usually do. The next step is not necessary, but you can do it. I take a blue color in acrylic. It can be darker or lighter, that's up to you. And then some white acrylic as well. And I will show you in just a bit what to do. Then I'll take a brush that's a little bit rough around the edges or a little bit fluffy, if you will. And then another brush that's more pointy and fine for the details. I will then take my fluffy brush and take a little bit of blue color on it, dab it off a bit, because I want it to be very, very soft. And this is actually a bit much maybe paint on the canvas. Then I will take a dry brush and sort of soften out the edges. This is acrylic paint, and as you can see, it doesn't work that well because it dries so quickly. I will then take my smaller brush with a little bit of white on the very tip to make a little bit of details, to make it look like a star. So with the acrylic, it dries really quickly. This is not my favorite way to do it at all. So let's try with oil paint instead. We take blue and white, just like we did before, and we work with those two colors only. So here you can see that this is going to be easier to work with. This is oil paint, and I take a dry brush here as well. Do the same technique, try to soften the edges here, and as you can see, it becomes much more soft and fog-like, and that's what you really want. Then we take the smaller brush and put a little bit of white oil paint on the very tip of it, just like so. How much white you want to put in your star is really up to you. You can try, more white and less white and see the effect of it. Let's try a different star. This one has a little bit more blue to it, and I have a wider dry brush for this one to make it even more fog-like. There's so many ways to paint stars, and you can just really play around with it, try different things and even different colors. And now for the way that I like to do it, but I realize that not everyone has this, which is an airbrush, and I really, really prefer to paint my stars with an airbrush. This is quite a simple one. I've had it for years and it still runs the way it should, and I'm really, really happy about it. I've had it for a long, long time. I use an airbrush a lot in my paintings, and this is the compressor for it. I actually don't use airbrush paint. I use ink, acrylic ink, and I don't use anything to water it out either. I just use the amount that I want. And now I'm putting white ink into the bottle for the airbrush. As you can see, I prepped the canvas already with a little bit of light blue. And my airbrush, you need to put the bottle underneath. Then you pull the nozzle back slightly to create the airflow that you want for your painting. It takes a little bit of practice, that's for sure. You pull the airbrush further back from the canvas to create a wider brush stroke, if you will. This is quite a learning curve. You have to really try to and get used to it, because it's a little bit tricky in the beginning, but it creates amazing results, as you can see here. Thank you so much for watching, and please like, comment, and subscribe.